Aries, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your new moon reading. Yes, it's another dark moon on the horizon. So let's see how you are impacted by this. Aries, see if we can get you some advice, guidance, messages, clarity. As always, it's a general reading. Take from it what you need when you need it. We're looking at 3 tarot cards from the Star Tarot. We're also looking at 3 different oracles at the end to get some more confirmation or clarification into your reading. Aries. Okay, let's zone into these cards. 9 of Swords. You are exhausted. The burdens are bearing down. However, it's a number 9. You're near the end of this cycle, this burdensome cycle. Sleepless nights, depression, daunting challenges, difficult situations in your life, the feeling of disheartened, disheartening situation. But you're at the end of the cycle. You realize now there are some things you just cannot control, and the more you want to control them, the worse the inner conflict becomes, the inner contradictions, the disharmony within, and the stress. It is time to let go. It is time to build anew. 3 of Pentacles. Reallocating your finances, feathering your nest, building for the future, nurturing the new seeds. You've got 3 eggs in your basket, in your nest. You're going to hatch these eggs. These are new ideas, these are new situations, these are new possibilities that you know they're there, but you haven't done anything about them because you've been distracted by your inner contradictions here. But, look at that, the Chariot. You're gaining control back into your life because you know it's more important to build for the future and to nurture the seeds for the future than it is to wallow in the past and try to rectify things that you cannot control. So there's been an intellectual awakening, a mental awakening. After all, Swords is air, and you're becoming more practical here in your life, a bit more logical, a bit more decisive and more confident. Building for the future, for a positive future. Back in control. Near future, number 7. So yeah, you've had to wait for this a little while, but you know it's been worth it. It's been worth all the anger, the shadows, the insecurities, the anxieties, dealing with old wounds, looking at yourself, your inner fears and the sleepless nights and the nightmares. It's all been worth it. These are all lessons that you can take into the positive future. Turn that into your book and new entries into your book of wisdom and knowledge. Breaking through the old pattern barriers with your Chariot. Your heart is open, yin and yang. You're balanced, you're connected to the stars, your guides, your horses, your unicorns. They're not unicorns, are they? They are the winged horses, and I've forgotten what you call them, but they are pulling your Chariot because you're giving them directions with your mind. We have atonement. Capricorn had this card today, if I remember rightly. We have standstill. And we have let two become one. Let's put them down here. Atonement. That's your Nine of Swords. That's your atonement. In a different sort of form. Dealing with it. Literally pulling the swords out of yourself. Looking at your situation. You've reached a standstill. You've reached a stop. But you are now working towards the future. Leaving this dark stuff behind. Releasing yourself from things that you cannot control, from things that are not serving you anymore. Let two become one. This could be about lovers, it could be about ideas, but it's certainly about transformation. So we have new ideas. So not necessarily a relationship. Let two ideas become one idea. Working on several ideas. Trying to find a cohesive pattern, a new pattern for your life. Leaving behind the old patterns, the old constructs, the old concepts, the old conditioning, preconceived ideas, the old habits do not serve you anymore. So you're walking away, leaving that behind, working for a positive future. Aries, you're very determined. If it is a relationship, go for it. Give it a go. You could grow together. You may be soulmates. You may be twin flames. You may just be partners, soul partners. Depends on your... every relationship's different. But with the Chariot, you can't go wrong. The Chariot is controlled by your higher self, your higher awareness, your higher and expanding consciousness, your own guiding light and your inner voice. Your intuition, you're using your hunches, your perceptiveness, your insight, your instincts. Aries, you're being very, very creative. You're fed up standing still. This is not you. This is not you at all. You're an Aries. You are on the positive side of life. Normally, your vision is usually focused and positive. Like here, focusing on your future, nurturing what you have and turning it into something very, very positive. So the results, more self-confidence, more self-respect, self-acceptance, more inner grounding, more inner stability, safety, inner safety and security. Here we have the conflict, the inner conflict, the contradictions from the past. You're releasing that, you're releasing the old stress. As your creativity takes over, your imagination, more enthusiasm, more ideas, better health as well. Because it's all connected, mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit. We have a lot of threes here, the Three of Pentacles. Harmony, wisdom and understanding. So, it's a beautiful card. There's the roses. There is the roses of love here in the background, so there may be a relationship. If you're in a relationship, it will be better. You can better it. If you're not in a relationship but thinking about one, take a leap of faith. Give it a go. Doesn't matter if if it doesn't work out, at least you've tried. He who doesn't try doesn't achieve anything, so with the Chariot, the omens are very good. Things that benefit you, things that are more in line with your natural being. So there are options, there are opportunities, there are possibilities. You can remove your obstacles, your blocks in the road, your stumbling blocks. Leave those in the past. You're not happy with your hitting the wall. You've hit the wall. You think it's the end. It's not the end. It's never the end. There's always something you can do to improve yourself. Even if it's small steps, you don't have to take great big, flying steps. But, the Chariot wants to move on. Divine wants to move you on. So get into your true authentic self, your higher self. Expand that consciousness, receive your enlightenment, and leave all the mental anguish and the fear and the uncertainty behind, because you don't need it. You don't want it. You don't need it. So, Aries, that is your new moon reading. Very interesting. Been a pleasure reading for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.